AFC North. How many?
I told you
teams?
I told you that I had the Bills at 7th and the wild card at 11-6. So I have two teams at 5 and 6 that have more wins than the Texans do. So, the Texans are tied for the lowest win total in the teams going into the playoffs in the AFC in my awards predictions. So
how many playoff teams do you have for this division?
Only 2. I have the Browns at 10-7, which will get them the 8th seed, missing by a game.
Damn. I have 3.
Well, you don't have the Bills in the playoffs.
Correct.
And you definitely don't have the Chargers in the playoffs.
I do not have the Chargers in the playoffs.
I love me some Harbaugh.
That's the main difference right there is I only have one team in the AFC West. And you have 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over the AFC North real quick. Last place for you, who you got?
I got this is funny. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers going 2-15.
It's okay. I'm not that far off. I have them going 4-13.
Just in case anyone's wondering, we sent predictions to each other earlier this week, and he's like, "Hey, friend, how the fuck do you have the Steelers winning like 9 games?" I was like, they got really good defense, man. Like, I really like their defense. And then the more I thought about it, I think that I was kind of doing those predictions when I thought that Brandon Ayuk was going to be a Steeler, which it still doesn't matter because you got the corpse of Russell Wilson and Justin Fields can't even beat him out. And we know we can bring Justin Fields into studio anytime we want. I got him right down here. So anytime he needs to make a guest appearance. So yeah, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers going in 2-15. I got them knocking off in week 2, the Broncos, who are trash cans. And then in week 8, I have them beating the Giants.
Okay. So I have them having 4 wins, and 3 of those wins are inter-division wins because their division always seems like having this disgusting like hate for each other. So I have them picking up wins against. So the Giants is the outer division win. Shout out the Giants. You guys fucking suck. But then they're going to pick up a week 11 home game win against the Baltimore Ravens. I'm picking up a win against a home game for the Cleveland Browns. That is week 14. And I have them picking up a win against last one, week 18, Cincinnati Bengals Sunday. So 4-13 again. 3 of those are all their interdivision. I honestly, because this division's so hard to gauge, I have this division going 3-3 across the board with each other, which I didn't plan at first, and I realized after I looked at it, I had them going 3-3 against each other.
Yeah, I got the Steelers losing every game in the division, which probably won't happen, but who knows who's playing quarterback for them by week 10.
Okay.
So then in third place, I guess, which I think we're both going to agree on, I have the Cleveland Browns at 10-7.
I have them one more win than you.
2-4 in the 2-4 in the division.
And that's where honestly, our difference is. Yep.
I'll be honest with you. I think that 10 wins for the Browns is too many. I know that you wanted to argue about their defense and Joe Flacco, but the difference last year is that Joe Flacco protected the ball. He knows he knows what it means to be a game manager. He knows what it means to make the safe play and get the first down and not make mistakes. Deshaun Watson is the complete opposite. I think he's going to turn the ball all over the place this year and put their defense in positions to not succeed. So if you had to ask me right now on this prediction I made, over or under, I would take the under on this because I just do not think he's going to be any good this year. But also that defense is legit. They beat up on the 49ers last year. I saw it firsthand, although we kind of got screwed on the schedule on that. And 10-7 for the Browns.
I'm guessing are the division difference of the one win, is that week 7 or 8?
Week 8 I have the Bengals winning.
Okay.
Week 7 I have the Bengals winning. Week 8 I have the Ravens winning.
Okay. And I have the Browns. I pretty much picked, and again, I didn't do this on purpose until I looked at it afterwards. I'm pretty sure I had almost the home team winning almost every game in the division.
But I have them starting 4-1. The only game they lose in their first 5 weeks is to the Cowboys in week 1.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, Cleveland's the home team in that. And if Dallas rolls in with no CeeDee Lamb, which is 99.9% unlikely, but who knows if he signs his contract this week, hamstring injury or whatever the case may be, maybe they start 5-0.
I flip-flopped like 3 times on that game.
Are the Cowboys good enough if CeeDee Lamb's not playing to beat teams?
I don't think so.
Like, are we talking? We're talking Brandon Cooks and no running back here. I know Jake Ferguson is cool, but
we went in like let's not forget that we went into the playoffs last year specifically talking about. I'm sure whoever wants to go actually do it can go back to our playoff predictions video or a look ahead video of whoever we're playing, and you can specifically hear one of us specifically saying this team lives and dies by Dak and CD. If Dak and CD do not have good games, this team is not going to do well. And lo and behold, the Green Bay Packers came rolling around, and those two just did not have great games. So it does not change rolling into this year. We're going to have a great defense, an amazing defense with a healthy Trayvon Diggs and in a full year of training camp as an actual 2 for Deron Bland, and it's going to be a great year for the defense. But if the offense can't get it rolling, the team's not going to go very far. They're not going to look like double-digit wins at all. You guys are
gonna pay your guys though. Jerry Jones is absolutely known for overpaying for his guys, apparently. So,
and I'm curious to see if we have whatever. Anyways,
we don't. Things are going off the rails here. I promise you, because you're gonna hate the Bengals win total, and the Ravens got even more.
So I have once again the Browns. I have a 3rd place, and they're in the 6th seed. And they have 11 wins. My 2nd place is the Bengals with 12 wins.
You believe in the Bengals. I told you.
Do you
remember what the fuck Joey Burrow did to the 49ers last year? Who was the best team in the NFL last year? Let's be honest.
The whole year? You guys.
Right. And the Bengals came in and Joey Burrow made our defense his bitch. He was running, he was passing, he was doing this, that, whoop-de-whoop, and all this other shit. And Joey B, he was smoking a cigar, and he said, hey, San Francisco, go smoke yourself a fat pack and all that other shit. Get the fuck out of here. Here's your L. Joey B handed it to us. I watched it. I saw it. I cried, okay? I got the Bengals with 14 wins this year, and I got Joey Burrow as MVP. Which is weird because the Ravens still win more games than that because the Bengals come in 2nd in the division. So explain that to me.
Well, let's roll down the line and see where we differ. Go ahead and start off the Bengals week 1. Let's see where we change.
That's a dub.
Yep.
Kansas City's a loss.
I have them winning.
Okay. They beat the Commanders.
Yep.
The Panthers.
Yep.
The Ravens.
Yep.
The Giants.
Yep.
The Browns.
I have them losing that game.
I have them losing to the Eagles.
I have the Eagles winning.
They beat the Raiders.
Yep.
They lose to the Ravens. That's a split.
Yep.
They beat the Chargers.
Yep.
They beat the Steelers.
Yep.
They beat the Cowboys.
I have the Cowboys winning that game.
Okay.
Because it's a Cowboys home game. That's the reason.
And it's Monday Night Football, so yeah.
And they're coming off of longer rest.
But I thought about that also, but they just had their bye week. The Bengals did. So they're only 1 game out of their bye week.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't argue with you one way. That's the thing is, again, with the Chiefs and the 49ers play this year. Are the Chiefs guaranteed to beat the 49ers? Absolutely not. I still pick the Chiefs to beat the 49ers.
Yeah,
but,
right.
Then I got them. They're beating the Titans.
Yep.
Then they win the rest of their games. Browns, Broncos, Steelers. Maybe that Browns game is a loss.
I have them losing against the Steelers.
Because of them just benching everybody?
Potentially.
Or just because divisions are funky?
I think it's a little... I think it's divisions are funky.
Okay, so if you throw in the division screwball, which I have them going 5-1 in the division, so if they go 4-2, and then the Cowboys-Bengals game flip-flops, you and I are dead on.
Yeah, okay. And you said you have the Ravens at more wins than 12. How many? Or sorry, you said you have the Bengals at 14 wins. So you have the Ravens at 15 wins?
Yeah. Okay.
I also have the Ravens at 12 wins.
Okay.
So this division. Go ahead.
So you want me to run through mine because there's less, or run through yours?
I'll run through mine. So week 1 is a loss.
Yes.
Yep. Win in week 2. No way.
No, they lose they win against the Raiders. I'm just laughing because I picked them to beat the Cowboys in week 3.
So did I.
Okay,
yep.
good.
Yep. So they have a win in week 3. They have a win in week 4. They lose in week 5. They win in week 6. Yep. They win in week 7. Yep. They lose in week 8. That's probably where we're different.
Division drama, sure.
Yep. They win in week 9 and 10.
Yep.
They lose in week 11. Division. Win in week 12 and 13.
God, they got a late ass bye week this year.
Yeah,
they're gonna need that. They're gonna need that.
And then I have them winning against the Giants and the Steelers, 15 and 16, losing against the Texans in 17, and then winning in week 18.
That game's on a Wednesday against the Texans, just so you know.
I know. 1:30 Wednesday game. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Let's fucking go. That's the best. That's the best part of the NFL. That the Christmas weirdness and all that shit. There's games every day of the week. Yep. I loved it in COVID when they moved the one random ass game to Tuesday. I'm like, let's go. I'm in.
So looking at it, we have the exact same placements. We have the Steelers at 4. We have the Browns at 3. We have the Bengals at 2 and the Ravens at 1. The difference is I have the Browns actually making the playoffs at 11 and 6. You have them going 10 and 7, I believe, missing the playoffs. I have the Bengals going 12 and 5, getting the 5th seed, and the Ravens going 12 and 5, getting the 2nd seed.
So now, if this plays out like this, the Chiefs obviously would have the bye. The Ravens are going to play, in my situation, the Bills. But the way we have this stacked up right now, the Texans and Bengals play week 1 in the playoffs. Who you picking? You think the Texans are going to beat them twice?
The Texans and Bengals, and Texans have home field.
Yeah, but it's Houston. It's not like it's
end of Houston's schedule is rough, and the end of.
The thing I like about the Texans, to be honest with you, though, is even if they suffer some injuries, they're so deep at their skill positions, it'll be okay. You know, if Brandon Ayuk doesn't come back 100% healthy, we still got all these guys, right?
Right.
If CeeDee Lamb doesn't come back healthy, your offense is on, suspicious watch,
Yep.
And Dak is already suspicious as it is.
I'll take, if it's at home for the Texans, I have them going 6 and 2 at home. I'll take the Texans.
All right. And let's talk about everybody's favorite team.
So going over
Raiders.
Oh man, going over the last division today.